Let's take some pictures. Last time we took pictures of creatures on the beach. Creatures of the deep. And one big ass fish that was actually many not so big ass fish. Alright. So where are we going now? We're going to the desert. The what? The desert. What's at the desert, streamer? That's what we're gonna find out. You want me to just tell you? Like, what's even the point of playing the game if I just tell you? Hey, how are things? Research going? Okay, listen, I know you can take Neo 1 off the islands, but I want to try snapping some photos here. You may already be familiar with Pokemon around here, but I bet you find new sizes of them if you look. Choose this icon on the left. The research can get started. That's right, chat. There's actually a secret, not so secret. There's actually another level. And it's right here. You can play a level right here at the fucking research camp. Can you believe that shit? Look at that! Look at that rat! Wake up! Get up, bitch. Go. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Asshole. Rat. 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 No. Rat. No. That's such a good picture. He's gone. Starly. Chubby. Stinky. Get stinky, idiot. Water trough full of fresh. Nice fucking shot, boys. Nice fucking shot. Nice shot. Ow, 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 ow. Come here, Pikachu. Come here. Come here. Come here. Catch this bloom. Yeah. He loved it. He loved it. You alive? You, riveting photo. Look. Look. Now you may be wondering, how the hell do you get a good photo of a cutie fly? And I don't know. Hey. Hey, bud. Look at how look at its fucking size. It's tiny as shit. You're not gonna get a better picture than that, are you? No. No, I'm not. Ah. Ah. Hold on. Hold on, you gotta aim. You gotta aim a little better than that. All right. You fucking suck. Worst Pokemon ever. Rat. 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 Wake up. The fucking apple's in the way. God damn it. Worthless. Absolutely worthless. Get any nice shots? No. No, actually. I don't think I did. I don't think I did at all. That stunk. That stunk. Okay, that's a fine picture. It's just not good. That's not a good rat picture. How is that a 3-star rat? Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Okay, alright. 3-star. Get gassed, idiot. Okay. Trubbish Belch. Yes, yes. It's just a Starly. That's just a normal ass Pikachu, but we put it in. We put it in. Terrible photo of Bunnelby. Terrible photo of Meowth. Terrible photo of Cutiefly. And a surprisingly okay, well-centered, not bad pseudo-wudo picture. So I want you to take note of what I did to get that Rattata, and how sometimes you have to drag Pokemon with apples. But the thing is, if a Pokemon will walk towards an apple, and if they see a new one, they'll walk towards that one, and you can do that. But if you don't have a new one out, and they grab an apple, they will fucking eat the damn apple. And they will always prioritize the newest apple you throw. So if you throw wrong, they'll start walking off in a different direction, and then you can't stop them. I swear it was easier in the original. It's Stoutland. It's on its way somewhere. I thought it was eating. I thought it was eating. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a good picture. That's not, though. That's more of a picture of, like, flowers, and there was a rat in the middle, and like, on the side of it. Yeah, see, like, that's not a very good photo. Looks like I got caught in a poison gas. Great timing. Are you concerned about the Eevee? The Eevee just got fucking belched on. It's poisoned. It's ill. And look, right there, I got the perpetrator on film, too. Hard to tell exactly what it's doing. How? It looks pretty fucking clear to me what it's doing, don't you think? Bro is gassing up. Starly. I hope I get 50 points for him in the background. 42. Criminal exits the scene. It's having a nice meal. Hey, wow. Look at that. 777 direction. Now that is a good photo. That's a good Oh, baby. You don't make them like that nowadays. What even is that? That's a Cutiefly. I wonder what the smallest possible size score you can get is for a Pokemon. Because some Pokemon like that, you know. This is fairly common behavior. What? Why was that worth points? Because it was scratching its ear? That ain't... Oh, I mean... Hilariously enough, its direction and placement are near perfect. It just has no real size. Oh. Okay. We're actually gonna do it again, chat, because there's an alternate path that we need to take. Also, I didn't know this for the longest time, but, like, there's actually an alternate screen that you can get from the menu here that lets you, it takes you to a different level. It takes you to the same level, but a different, like, a different rate to it. Here, eat this. Dog. Literally, dog, eat this. What are you doing, dog? Okay. Here we go. You can go inside the house. Ready? I'm gonna go inside. Bird. Bye. See ya. That's a horrendous noise. There's actually some kind of like annoyingly difficult stuff to get in here. Look, there's a Hey. Cute. Ooh. Little trickster. Is there anything in here, streamer? Well. Yes. Isn't that cool? What even is that? I don't know. There is stuff in here. I'm telling you, man, if you've ever played this game and attempted to, like, you know, beat this goddamn game, and like with requests and whatnot, then you already know. Evie. Look at me. Okay, alright, never mind. Watch this. Okay. That wasn't too good. Yeah. Yeah. Winner shot. Ruined. That's another thing as well. Just missed a huge Pikachu moment. Oh my god, missed a huge fucking Pikachu moment. If another thing is that some Pokemon, when they finish eating, please come out of the bush. Holy shit! Whoa! Some Pokemon, when they finish eating, they have little, they got a little, like, animation they do, but they'll cancel that animation if they see more food. They'll go for the food instead. And there's, like, the behavior rating system. Usually you get 2 for eating, unless it's a certain type of Pokemon that's hard to get to, like, eat. Or you get 3 if you feed them and they are happy. It depends on the rarity of that Pokemon being happy, of course. What is this shit? Oh, puggers. Whole... Yeah. 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 There's nothing here. Okay. I should have woke that damn Meowth up, I guess. Alright, there you go, I did it. Ain't it nice? This is such a nice little inclusion, because, like, it is a little area, but there's not really much going on to it. But you can still, there's still a whole, somehow there's a whole set of fucking shit to do here. See, look at this. He sleep. Nappy. Perfect side view. Couple dudes. Perfect. He looks sad in this picture. Let's get the sad picture. Bad picture. Good picture. Sure. Break your neck, Pikachu. Break your neck. Eevee. Good. Send it. Send it. It looks like it's fast asleep. Okay, it's better, but it's not, it's still not perfect. Its direction is 550 because it's basically sideways. Whatever. That whole ass other Starly in there is only worth 42 points. The fucking Trubbish in the background of the other one is the same amount of points. It looks curious. It's about me. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Now that's a rat. How many different rats are in this game? Okay. 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 First Dedenne. It's better. Why is it better? I don't know. But it's better. You got a great shot of you abusing wildlife. Good job, John. Eat. Okay. Okay. Alright. Pikachu eating not on the beach. Say goodbye. Pikachu eating at research camp, however. Pretty good stuff. So you like how that cutie fly got a size rating of 1400 despite it being that size. Now you understand what I mean about this little fucker. It's hard to gauge size on these things. Oh, perfect 1000 point pose. Exactly the right moment. And watch it still not be good enough for a diamond. Oh, it is! That's a hard-ass photo. And I nailed it. Technically first try, I guess. There is a research level here, but... Nice. Diamond collector. There is, what you call it? I forgot the words. Alright, whatever. Alright, now after our little detour, now we're gonna go to the volcano. Sweltering sands. Let's go. I don't have an Illumina orb right now. What kind of Pokemon do you see in the desert? Chat, did you see that, apparently, and I guess it's not really surprising to anybody, but, I guess Retro had an interview or something about Metroid Prime 4, and they said that whoa, that was fast. They said that, like, the open world stuff was very obviously incomplete. It really wasn't what they wanted to do with it. But at that point, it was too late to do anything about it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah? Not bad, lizard boy. But it was... Oh, shit! Oh, shit! There he rolling. He rolling. So they just, there was no time for it. But they couldn't, like, change it, so... But, like, if you know... Metroid Prime 4's, has an open world segment. It has an open world segment that's kind of lackluster. There's not a lot going on. There's, like, crystals and shit, but... I don't really know what the crystals are for, other than that the game tells you you need about half the total crystals in the game. 30 FPS shadow, no worries. To get to the final boss. But yeah. I was watching Vinny play it on and off again, but that's a Heliolisk picture. But I just kind of I didn't keep up with it really, because it was early streams. So I couldn't really see it all. That's all. So I can't go that way. There's a Lycanroc. It's a cool Pokemon. Okay. Hippowdon. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. No, you stupid bastard! Oh, he's just... Eat this. Eat this now. Eat it now. Eat it now. He fucking went to eat it and it just despawned, so he turned around away from my goddamn camera. Holy big shot. Cacnea, come here. Cacti, come here. What? That's not what I had intended. Okay. Bro is asleep. Asleep. There he goes. He can run over water. I think that's in his Pokédex description. Alright. A hole formed by wind erosion. Okay. Well, open world kinda... Open world became a success in one game, so it had to be a success in every other game. Now, the thing is, me, Personally, I don't really like open world because I get bored of it really easy because I have the attention span of a fucking flea. Wow. But I don't mind the open world variant of Legends Arceus because Legends Arceus is like condensed areas of map, so it's not too overwhelming. But I find when the map is too big and you just get a whole lot of nothing. When you have more compact areas, you can actually put stuff in them. That's interesting. I think, anyway. I think. Well, Mario Kart World is not outdoing Mario Kart 8 DX because Mario Kart World is on the Switch too, and Mario Kart 8 DX is on the Switch. It's a pretty good reason for why these things are happening. Just just in case you didn't realize, this boy's rolling. This poor dumbass stuck in a sandstorm. That's a pretty good photo. Okay, alright, we take that. That's okay. That's not a good photo. There's no Illumina effect, doesn't matter. Will it outperform MKDX at some point? Nah, probably not. But I think that's more because like the game, it did ham-fisted it in an update that was not very well received. But you know, the open world aspect, I think the novelty of the open world aspect when they showed Mario Kart World off was where it like started and where it ended. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they didn't, I wouldn't say they didn't play test, but it feels like that with the decision making process, they didn't consider what happens after like the first week of the game, where the gimmick becomes tedious, right? I think that's something they failed to consider, and I think something that kind of grants a bit of credit to that theory is the fact that they made a patch that was like, no, you have to enjoy this, which means that they were so sure it was gonna work. This guy's upside down. They were so sure that shit was gonna work, and then it didn't after like a week, and they were like, no, it has to work. Enjoy it. Fucking go enjoy it right now. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, conceptually, it sounds cool because it's like Mario Kart, but the whole world is the Mario Kart course. All the courses exist in this grand world, and you can drive to the individual courses. That's really cool in theory, but in practice, there's a reason why games with open world have fast travel, because exploring is fun for a while, but then it becomes tedious. And if we're talking fast travel in this game, I'm talking the ability to load into a track and play in the track instead of having to drive to the track as part of the track, right? That's what I mean. But they basically said no fast travel is allowed, and well, like, you don't have to fast travel, but it's not, it's the important thing here is options, and Nintendo has a habit of taking options away from the player instead of giving them the choice to do it. That's the problem that people tend to have with old John Tendo, is that they don't give you options. They have it one way and you put up with that way. This guy's on his way somewhere. Why is that photo not good enough? God damn it. Open world Nintendo games include Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart World, Legends Arceus, And I guess Legends ZA, but Legends ZA open world is like actually kind of pathetic comparatively, but whatever. That don't matter. The next Mario game will be open world. The next big Mario game will be open world. Why? Because it's cool. It's cool, so we should have it. Odyssey? No, because Odyssey's not open world. Odyssey is levels you select and you go into and you play a level. Calling that open world is kind of disingenuous because that shit is the size of a level. You could probably argue the same with Legends Arceus, I guess, but Odyssey's like ancient. Odyssey's ancient, and I'm pretty sure Odyssey came out around the same time as Breath of the Wild, didn't it? Oh, by the way, thanks for the you made. I'll find you some photos. Square those photos. Arceus is not really open world. When I guess if you want to compare it to Odyssey, I would say it's not really because like I said, it's condensed areas that are more palatable. I find. Looks like you gotten some great research done in the. Oh right, Scarlet and Violet and partially Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was traditional map with like an open world zone, but Scarlet and Violet was like fully open world. And Scarlet and Violet also has a lot of areas that are kind of just nothing. Like nothing. Looks like you've gotten some great research done. It's time to take next step. Have you there at night? Once you photograph the Illumina, we can make Illumina orbs. Okay. The wild area was a very rough idea. But yeah, Sword and Shield is Sword and Shield's a game. Sword and Shield is a game. That's all. Do you think Sword and Shield is the most divisive Pokemon game ever made? Shooting Star. I would assume yes, because that's the first, like the Pokedex stuff. The Pokedex stuff happened in that game. On top of it being, you know. Here. Stick 'em. Good. Love him. Little bozo. Black and White is actually an interesting one because Black and White is not a game, or those were not well received when they came out. The reception to Pokemon Black and White is what changed the whole like style of Pokemon. Like everything became worldwide releases after that game. Now we look back on it more fondly because we do, and that's the nature of time. But yeah, Black and White, I was excited for Black and White, and I enjoyed Black and White, and I wasn't really on the internet when Black and White was new. So for me, it was I liked it, and I found out later that it was a game that was very poorly received. Ooh, it was pretty poorly received on launch. Black and White 2 maybe was better. I think one thing about that really kind of hurt Black and White was the fact that they decided to do a whole new Pokedex and not include any previous Pokemon at all, which like isn't inherently a bad idea. It's not inherently a bad idea. But some of the Gen 5 Pokemon, I hate to say it because it sounds like, you know, it's such a fucking like tried argument, but some of the Gen 5 Pokemon are like Gen 1 again kind of deal. Not necessarily in like physical design, but like role. You know what I mean, right? Like the Woobat. What is Woobat? Woobat is the Gen 5 Zubat. It's an annoying bat. It's an annoying bat in a cave that you're gonna see a lot of. What is a Roggenrola? It's a Geodude. It's a rock that you're gonna see in a cave. And it's just, there's a lot of Pokemon that kind of fall under this category. It's not a great thing to say. Wake up, bitch. Well, he ain't gonna fucking wake up. Bro is an Onyx. Come here, bro. Shrew. Minior's pretty. Oh, well, there's more Onyx right here. It's a big-ass Onyx. Okay. Give it enough time and every game will become, like, beloved by somebody. You've seen how Sonic games work, I'm sure. Ooh. Sonic games tend to follow this format as well, where Sonic games will not come out, not be great, and then there will be people who are like, but actually, there's that. It's pretty. This game was a misunderstood classic. Yeah. This happens for every game. This is just what happens. But yeah, like I was saying, Gen 5 had an issue. And here's another issue that I took with Gen 5, personally. And it has to do with the water. Basculin is just, like, the only fucking Pokemon you're ever gonna see in the water. That bitch replaced Magikarp, but is not Magikarp. It's just a really annoying fish. Fucking bastard. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking fish. Piece of shit. Get him, Cacnea. This dude's dead. This one. This one. Shrew boy. Actually got a really good... Oh, that's beautiful. Big sleepy boy. Shot on the other side. Okay. Alright. Okay. Gen 5 had some cool Pokemon. I think Gen 5 had some cool Pokemon. The more disingenuous argument of Gen 5 is the criticizing of Pokemon's designs. Because, like, again, this is a pretty common one you see, where it's like, okay, this Pokemon design, that's an ice cream cone. It sure is, streamer. It sure is an ice cream cone. Like, you've heard it. We've all heard it before. We've all heard the argument for and against it. Like, it's, who cares? Who cares? Alright? Who cares? But I think it's a disingenuous argument because ever since Gen 1, there's always been Pokemon that have not been that ecstatic to be in design department. That's all. But Gen 5 has some pretty great Pokemon. Volcarona is a really cool Pokemon. Surely you can name more than one. Haxorus is a really cool Pokemon. Haxorus is a cool Pokemon, and so is Axew and Fracture. They're pretty cool. Got any more, streamer? Do I? Do I have more? You know what? Golurk is cool. Druddigon is the opposite of cool. I don't think Druddigon is a very cool Pokemon. Druddigon is very strange. Heatmore is a very forgettable Pokemon. Durant I am fond of. Crustle is a piece of shit. I am a fan of Klinklang, despite what the haters may say. Despite what the haters may say, I am a Klinklang fan. And the reason I am a Klinklang fan is because his Japanese name is Gear, Gigear, and Gigagear. That's his name. And when I saw that, I was like, this Pokemon's top fucking notch. Gigagear! In reality, it learns a really good boosting move that it cannot take super... It can take advantage of pretty decently. It has a really good multi-hit move, but otherwise its move pool is ass cheeks. It's not a great Pokemon, but it doesn't matter. But he also evolves really late, which is an issue that a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon have. Oh, Mienshao. Mienshao is great. Excadrill is a very popular one. Excadrill might be... I would say he's probably the most popular Pokemon to come out of Gen 5 that isn't immediately a legendary. At the very least, competitive-wise, he's the Pokemon with a massive amount of staying power. However, Gen 5 also had the monkeys. That's a good photo. Gen 5 had the monkeys, and the monkeys, specifically the fire monkey and the water monkey, have been among the list of the lowest rated Pokemon for like actual polls for that kind of thing. Just fascinating. And I completely understand why people would look at those Pokemon and go, nah. Honestly, I think a big reason why those Pokemon get more flack in general is just because of how much the game tried to push one onto you as like hey, you have a starter and you need like a type coverage, so here, take this monkey that's like good type coverage for you. And then there's so many NPCs that are like, man, type coverage is awesome, right? And the monkeys are so cool. And there's an NPC in Black and White who's like, yo, check this out. I got an evolution stone that for fire, water, and grass, and they evolve monkey. So if you have like a monkey, I can evolve. Like they really wanted you to use those fucking monkeys, dude. But they were ugly. They're all ugly and gross, and even if you say like, oh, they're kind of cute, and then you evolve it, and when you evolve your monkey, that's when the tears roll in. We got the Crystal Bloom info. Victini's pretty cool. I think Victini is pretty cool. I like that little guy. He bounces. Reshiram, I like the cry of Reshiram more than I like Reshiram as a Pokemon, but I do think Reshiram's pretty cool. Zekrom's cool. Kyurem is neat conceptually, but I wish to know more about the original dragon than I care about Kyurem itself. Welcome back. I finished analyzing the Philumina phenomenon. Here you go. Have this green orb. Use this, take your research even further. Genesect is cool. Meloetta is pretty cool. Keldeo is okay. I'm not really a fan of the Musketeer Pokemon. Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion. Not really a huge fan of those guys. Alright. Let's go. Let's all go to the lobby. Nighttime, boys. Let's go to nighttime. I'm still on Gen 5 Pokemon. Oh, you know what? This might be a controversial one. Sigilith. Sigilith to me, it barely registers as a Pokemon, but I think that Sigilith is really cool. Cofagrigus and Yamask, those are pretty cool conceptually. I think those Pokemon are cool. But no, I think Sigilith is really cool. If not, like, the most not Pokemon I've ever seen. Oh yeah, work it, boys. There was another one I had in mind. This is a Gen 7 Pokemon, isn't it? Sandaconda, or is that Gen... What? That should be Gen 7. I don't fucking remember what that Pokemon is. Appa. Appa papa. Shooting star. You gotta hit the ground. Look at him. Whoa, look at that guy. Okay. I had another one. I'm not really a Darmanitan fan. Not big on Darmanitan personally. I don't like Maractus. I think Maractus is kind of a boring Pokemon. There's a couple, like, because there's so many Gen 5 Pokemon. There's so many Gen 5 Pokemon that there does end up being a bit of an overlap. Where, or like, not an overlap per se, but there's some that are really boring. There's some that are really boring. They don't do anything in particular. Oh. They don't do anything, like, particular, so they're just kind of like Pokemon. Now, what's interesting is Alomomola was kind of like that, but Alomomola gained a lot of utility in Gen 9, so Alomomola doesn't really count for that anymore. But there's Jellicent, which I'm not particularly fond of Jellicent myself, but that Pokemon's relevance in competitive can't really be understated. It's a pretty good picture. Baby. Baba Booey. Oh, wow. I don't remember how to do, like, anything. It's too specific. Zoroark. Zoroark's pretty cool. Zora is neat. I forgot about those. The Bug Wheel Pokemon. What is the Bug Wheel Pokemon? Bro is running. There's a Tyranitar. Put me in that hole. Whirlpede? Oh, yeah. Scolipede is a cool Pokemon. Wake up. Now, this is a cool Pokemon. It's Gen 3, though. Oh, that's a hard picture to take. I wonder if that was good. Not a bad photo. Not a bad photo at all. Trying to get the perfect photo. There we go. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I don't like Dwebble or Crustle. I think Crustle is just... Conceptually, he seems like he'd be cool, but it's just the fact that he's under this big fucking mud block. It's just a little... It's a little too stupid for me. You know, like, there's a level of stupid that I laugh at, but that's a level of stupid where I'm just like, alright, come on now. What are you doing? Right, this is the same Pokemon as that one, so... Whatever. We got a good-ass, sleepy-ass photo. That's not a very good photo. I think I have a better one. Is that good? No. You know what? It is only a level 1 photo, but it looks the best, so. Let's get it. Good illumination on that one. Okay, put her in. Bisharp, yes. Bisharp, Pawniard and Bisharp are really cool. I agree. Mienshao, that's one I really like. I like Mienshao. I do like Mienshao. Braviary is pretty cool. Braviary is pretty cool. Oh wow, that's almost a perfect photo. Mandibuzz is okay. Vullaby is terrible though. Okay. Mandibuzz is fine, but Vullaby, the diaper bird, that one's not that great. That one could be better. That one could be better. Leavanny. I don't really have a problem with Leavanny, but Leavanny is a tragic Pokemon. Stoutland Gen 5? Yes. Stoutland is Gen 5. Stoutland's not really... I don't know what to classify him as. Because the Rattata of Gen 5 is Patrat. I don't like Patrat, and I don't like Watchog. And the bird is Unpheasant, Tranquil, and Pidove. And I don't like them either. So I don't like Gen 5's Pidgey or Rattata. But Lillipup isn't really that, but it is a Route 1 Mon. Purloin and Liepard are neat. Chandelure is really cool. Chandelure is really cool. I think it's the reason why I dislike Watchog so much is because its move pool is obnoxious and trainers always have it. Like, it always has Confuse Ray, Hypnosis. Like, it's just an annoying Pokemon to fight because it's always going to try some fucking time-wasting status affliction move. And because of the way that the trainers work, it's just you're always going to deal with that. It's like how in Gen 4, every trainer with a Bronzor is going to have a Bronzor with Levitate. So the only way to hit it super effectively is with a Fire-type move. So you need a Fire-type. Otherwise, every single fight with a Bronzor is going to be a tedious slog. An absolutely tedious slog. Not to mention Bronzong, but there's only one of those in the game that I can think of. But yeah, a trainer Pokemon in that game will only ever have ability 1, so you'll never fight one with Heat Proof. They will always have Levitate. Crocodile is cool. Crocodile has a bad shiny. That's unfortunate. Sandile and Krokorok are pretty cool. Crocodile, I think, he's a little too, like, thin. His arms are a bit too thin for me. Crocodile, like, his body matches the arms, but then a Krokorok, his body matches the arms, but Crocodile's arms are kind of too small. Like, hard to tell exactly what it's doing. It's looking at me. Are you fucking serious? Archeops. I like Archeops' Cry, but that Pokemon is a fucking freak. Tortoga's pretty cool. Tortoga and Caracosta are pretty cool. Archen and Archeops are kind of weird. They're like sabotaged Pokemon. By the way, thanks to Progress, fill you in. You're gonna fill me in? He's gonna fill me in. Where we going? Shiny Crocodile I don't like because like the black bands turn into like sand yellow and it makes his beady little eyes pop too much and it's like, oh, I'm not scared anymore. You got beady old eyes. Let's begin the meeting first. Professor, you figured out where we're gonna go next? That I did. Glad you're eager, Phil. Come on, tell us. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Our next research will be a volcano. Alright, that's intense. We'll be okay. Absolutely. I just finished reinforcing the one for extra safety. Pokemon really live in a volcano? That's what we need you to go find out. Best of luck out there. Lilligant and Whimsicott. Was never big on Whimsicott, but I do think Lilligant is pretty cool. But, again, Lilligant falls under the same problem as others, where it, as a Pokemon, it's extremely not that, like, great, and it doesn't really have anything unique to it, so it's just kind of a random grass type that's not that great. Now, that reminded me, though, of Amoonguss, who is the best grass type to come out of that game, because he has Spore, and Shelmet and Excelgor, or Shelmet, Excelgor, Carablast, and Excavalier. Those Pokemon are cool. Excelgor and Excavalier are really cool. I like those Pokemon. Shame they're not better. Alright, we're at a volcano. There's a bird. Look at that bird. Wow. Wow. Things don't really approach you. Hi. Big dog. Welcome to the volcano. Look at its quiver dance. You sure about that? When does it learn that? The Hisuian form the Hisuian form knows victory dance, which is a new made-up move for it. Altaria, you're in my shot. You're not really gonna like... These guys think they're gonna win. Look at the size of this thing. I ain't fucking with that. Well, that just goes to show that Lilligant is not very good because it has access to Quiver Dance. It's got access to Quiver Dance, and it stinks. That's a decent photo. Stinky. It is just a pure grass type, though. There's a couple Pokemon types that really, like, you need to do something real fucking spectacular, or you're just not really, like, good. Fossilized Amber. Okay. I've had better. Oh. Where did that Aerodactyl go? There's Gravelers. Eh? Ooh. Ah. Okay. I was gonna say, there's another one. Oh, he's dead. There's another one that came to mind and I forgot. It was the other steel type that revolutionized competitive. It was Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is Gen 5. Slug. Slug. Ah! Holy saturation. Where'd he go? What? What? Jump! Yeah! Why does he sound like Moonky? Why does he sound like Moonky? What's this Pokemon's name? Who's that Pokemon? Red as Night. Dude, it's so fucking... I can't see shit. Go. Let's go! Hi. He did it! Fantastic. Wake up. Wake up! Bitch, look at me. Ancient ruins. Okay. You wonder if fire types can swim in lava. Slugma can. Slugma is goo. He can do that. Like, I'm just going up the routes in my head. Chat, opinions on Cryogonal. How do you feel about the Pokemon Cryogonal? Chat, streamer, what's that? Is that a real Pokemon? No, actually, that Pokemon's fake. I made it up. I made that Pokemon up. That Pokemon's not real. That Pokemon exists and it has like base 15 defense. Why? I don't know. I really don't know why it has anything of anything, to be honest with you. It's a good ass picture. Good ass picture. Caught him mid-jump. Caught him sleeping. Not the greatest. Cryogonal is a... Cryogonal is like... I think it's like in the same vein as like Sigilith, but Cryogonal is just weird. Also, did you know Cryogonal learns Attract? Cryogonal is a genderless Pokemon that learns Attract. Why? It doesn't work on that Pokemon because it doesn't have a gender, so it can't attract anything. It is repulsive! Is it good? Well, actually, funny you say that, person who didn't say that. Cryogonal had a niche in competitive on Showdown specifically because there was a misunderstanding of the way screens worked in gens when Aurora Veil was introduced. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think there was the incorrect belief that Aurora Veil was not reflecting light screen, but it had the same effects as them, so you could put up dual screens and Aurora Veil, but that's not how that works. So Cryogonal was really good at setting like all the screens up, but turns out that's pointless. If you don't know what Aurora Veil is, it's a move that casts both Reflect and Light Screen at the same time, but you can only use it if Hail, or I guess Snow, is up. So it's a good move to have on Alolan Ninetales, because it sets its own weather. Why is it Snow? I don't know. They changed it to Snow, and they made it so Snow gives like a defense boost to the ice types, the way Sandstorm gives rock types a special defense boost, as opposed to just doing chip damage to everything that isn't an ice type, which is probably better. If I had to say, that's probably better. It's not a very good photo, but Monferno is hard to get a good shot on. That is a Charmander. Wow. Wow! That's pretty good, actually. What about Beartic? Is Beartic on anybody's radar? Now, Beartic is actually very interesting, because Beartic not say randomly, but Beartic has access to 2 different speed boosting abilities in Slush Rush and Swift Swim. He's just one of those Pokemon that has a really high base attack stat, decent HP, and then no speed or bulk to back any of up. So he's like Ursaring. Surprise, he's a bear. But yeah, he does have access to Swift Swim, which is a really weird ability for a Pokemon like that to have. But it makes him functional in different weather teams, which is cool. And he has a pretty good move pool. But yeah, solo ice types. Solo, or I guess mono is the word. Mono ice types really, really struggle. Ice is a very... Oh, well... Ice is a very, like, Nintendo asterisk balance design. Where it's... I have to do it again. One photo short. It's a very Nintendo-esque balance design where it's really strong in one department and then really weak in another. Yeah, flinch. Bird. There's one photo off from doing this. That's fine. Electros, interesting. No weakness. Not used by anyone. Its mega is underwhelming. That's because its stats aren't that great. And that's really what it is. Electros has a very unique move pool. It's an electric type with Levitate, effectively making it have no weaknesses. Its previous form, Tynamo, does not learn anything at all. It only has its base moveset until it evolves into Electric at 41. And then it becomes the third Pokemon. The third Pokemon in the history of Pokemon behind Raichu and Eevee. Or I guess Raichu and Jolteon. That evolved by Thunderstone. I'm not joking, by the way. Eevee, Pikachu, and then Electric. Those are your Thunderstone evolutions. Eh? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I haven't followed much of anything. I don't know if they actually have abilities out for them yet. I assume that the Megas do have abilities that are known about, and the simulators have them now. Because there's new Megas in Mega Dimension that I haven't seen because I just haven't really wanted to play it. That was not a good picture. I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Yeah. Ah. Ah. That's good. Okay. Eat this. Where you going, bitch? Come back and eat that. I didn't get a photo of Graveler last time. I'll probably see some Megas at some point, but no, I just don't have a desire to play. I don't have a desire to play Mega Dimension because it costs money I don't want to spend. That's all. But I know there's a bunch more Megas. There's this fucking Mega Z Mega shit. There's a lot that I'm not particularly interested in. But it'll be cool to see some of the abilities. Because we know that some of the Pokemon are going to be dumb as shit, right? Where'd he go? Some of those Megas are going to be dumb as shit. Because Megas have this really strange balance to them. Where they give Megas to Pokemon that should have Megas because they're lacking without them. And then they give Megas to Pokemon that do not need Megas because they're perfectly fine without them. But the way... I've killed him. Where'd he go? There he is. The way they balance it is they give it... They do give it to Pokemon that need it sometimes. But for the most part, it's popular Pokemon get it. The rich get richer. The rich get richer. Yeah. But what's interesting about that is that Garchomp is notorious for being a really good Pokemon that got a shit Mega. And I think he's also one of these new fuckers that got... He's one of these new fuckers that got a Z form Mega. A way to retroactively make a new Mega. Oh, that's not good. But Lucario also got that. Oh, it's not good. Mega Starmie has huge power. Okay, that's funny. That's mad funny. That thing actually has fucking huge power. Okay. Dumbass idiot Pokemon. Great. Stomp the yard, boys. Stomp the yard. It's actually a really good photo. Good Aerodactyl photo. Right there. Full body in view. Beautiful. Alright. Mega Starmie, like, poses like a superhero. He's funny. He's funny. He does poses and shit. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. I wanted this one. There we go. CA Mega Mall has a 40 extra attack compared to normal to account for the game not having abilities. Mega Star also gains 40 extra on top of the 100 gained from Mega Evolving. So we can guess that it has huge power. What about Lopunny? Because Lopunny is supposed to have Scrappy when it evolves, but there's no ability, so its stab options still don't hit ghost types. Looks like you hit it. Some Megas are good because of their abilities. Lopunny is one of them. So in a game without abilities, is it really that good? Ooh, it's better. Nice. Okay. Okay. I think my least favorite Mega. I think my least favorite Mega that I saw from the new game was Mega Excadrill, followed by Mega Pyroar. Didn't really like the design philosophy on those guys. That's for sure. Good photo, citizen. He looks happy. Now that is a damn good photo of a Charmander. I think it's training. Next time, get a better photo, asshole. Mega for Alligator looks awful. I agree. I don't really know what Mega Emboar looks like, and Mega Meganium's okay. But yeah, Mega for Alligator, he just grows a giant red head, and it's like a fucking... It's like Skibidi. He turns himself into a Skibidi, and it's like... Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this very much. You don't see this every day. I don't even know what I'm looking at, brother, but okay. Get a good picture of a Slugma is a pain. Excellent. Now we gotta do it again. Rock Collector. By the way, something to report. Oh? You have something to report? What about Mega... What about Mega Dragonite's ability? Pyroar's issue is that it tries to account for the fact that Pyroar looks very different, male and female, by just, like, combining them and turning it into a not good design. Good, we're all here. Did you discover something? That I did. I found us a new teleportation point. There's a massive mountain in the heart of Belusia Island. I picked up strange energy readings there, high up and hidden in the clouds. In the clouds, we're going to teleport to the sky. Not quite. There's a forest so high up in the mountains above the clouds. Too awesome. Something about it feels mysterious, even if you're from the sky above. It's hidden by fog. That's double awesome. Let's go already. Take it easy, Phil. When you're ready, I'd like you to do some research up there. Discoveries await. Gender differences stopped applying very quickly. If you look at a list of gender differences in Pokemon, they're pretty much all in from Gen 4, and then they just kind of fucking stopped doing that. I think they did maybe like one or two more after, but no. The gender difference thing was introduced in Gen 4. They threw it on a bunch of Pokemon, and then they were like, well, this is stupid, and then they stopped doing it. They still had to include the gender differences in later games, but they stopped making new ones. There's a bunch of Pokemon that randomly have gender differences. Smiles. Like Bulbasaur. Whoa, look at that. It's Neuro's favorite Pokemon. Sleepy bird. Sleepy birds. Where are we going? Fly, Archaeope. Archaeope. I was not ready for that. Yep, that's a good photo. Yeah. You can hear some happy hummings. Happy hummings. Happy. Okay. Oh shit. Bye. I wasn't ready. Dude, I wasn't ready. That shit. I would have been a good ass photo. We rollin'. They're still fighting Cynthia, by the way, chat. They're still fighting Cynthia. They are struggling. That's right, I have the stream open. That explains the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's awesome. I love Aerodactyl. Cool ass Pokemon. Kabuto and Omanite and Kabutops and Omastar are also pretty cool. Great introduction to fossil Pokemon as in general from Gen 1. And you know what? Anorith and Lily are pretty cool too. Fossil Pokemon are usually pretty swell. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Oh. Well, would you look at that? Blue lava. Sizzle. Sizzle. Torkoal. Nobody likes Torkoal. Yo, look at that. Look at that background, dude. Oh my god. Insane photo. Insane photo up. There's a fucking goo in my face. Oh shit! Bro just lit me up. I can't see, I'm blind. We're in the crater. Death Mountain. Typhlosion. Did you know that Typhlosion and Charizard have the exact same base stats? Isn't that interesting? They're fighting. Who are they fighting? Me? Where'd the Charizard go? Oh, ooh, ancient ruins. Awesome. Awesome. What a neat guy. What a neat guy. Are they gonna win? Are they gonna win? Cha-cha-cha-cha. Yes. Alright, put him in. Happy bird photo. I like the Angie one in the back. Okay, that's a good ass photo. That's a good ass photo right there. Rolling Star. They're all bad photos. It's a bad photo. It's not that great. This is an. I like the angle. I'm gonna get the angle here. Look at that. He fucking assaulted me, but I didn't get a good shot at it. Beautiful side profile. He's humming and humming. He's humming and humming. No, I think we like that photo better. Oh, big ass guy. With the fire effect too. Give me that one. Alright. Beautiful. Send it. They did it. They won. They beat the champion. Oh, it's better. Barely. The smile gave me 10 extra points. Look at that Shinx in the back. Angie. Oh. Holy shit, dude. I got a whole 500 extra points for that guy in the back. That's a good picture. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Incredible photo. This is common behavior. Bro's just standing there, and the professor's like, damn! Nice ass shot, my guy. Nice fucking shot. Is that a good photo? No. It feels like it is, but it's not. No, that's not better. Oh, the background. Oh, the amber. The amber is good background. Okay. Okay, this shot is better. Not by much, but it's better. I wish I had my camera angle just a little bit higher. It would have been perfect. But that's a dramatic entrance. But that is still pretty good. Yeah, the placement could have... It could have been so much better, but it's still good. It's still good enough. Yes. Yes, got him in that idle pose behavior where you get extra points for the pose. That's uninfluenceable, by the way. Some Pokemon just have like static animations they do every now and again, and if you just happen to roll by them when they do it, you can get extra points on the pose. It's pretty cool. Some of them even have higher rarity values on top of being worth more pose-wise. There you go. There's a goo picture. I want this. Excellent. Fantastic. Oh. Close. Blue magma. Discovered a route that leads to a cave with blue lava. Blue. The blue goo. Have you ever seen lava? Lava is like textbook definition of goo. But that shit is hot goo. You can't touch that. You can't touch that goo. It's the Earth's goo. Well, we got new stuff. I can't believe there were ruins that deep inside. They must have been built by people too, right? Right you are. Most likely with some special purpose. It's for that big hole we saw in the wall. I picked up an Illumina Pokemon's energy coming from inside. Where do you suppose the hole leads? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tunnel all the way in the far off volcano. There's a Pokemon that uses a tunnel to get around. What kind of Pokemon would do that? We'll have to see for ourselves. That's right. We're gonna go see right now. Illumina spot. Why is it nighttime? Whatever. Magma. Boog. But not just one. Two! Two Volcarona. Follow them, John. Buried ruins are proof that humans were active near the volcano's crater. This one's kind of a pain in the ass. Hey, hey, am I hitting you or what? Put the fire out. Bro, how many orbs you need? I can't. I couldn't put it out at all. Unless I completely misheard her. Hit. Hit. Fire out. Put out fire. Put out fire. Fire out. Are you broken? What's wrong? Why? I can't put the fucking fire out. Oh, there we go. I've thrown an apple at it. Yes, of course. Come back. You just throw an apple the whole time. I don't think that's what Rita said. I thought Rita said throw a fucking whatever. Look at that goo. It's a nice photo. Uh-huh. Nice shot, nice shot, nice shot. Where are you? Where'd you go? There you are. Whoa, whoa, welcome back. I think I at least have a photo that's like, that'll count as winning. This is my least favorite Illumina in the game because it's just annoying. Good enough. Good enough. Where's the other one? Okay. Hello? There you are. Can't hit them when they're behind the wall. No. No. Where are you going? Hold still. Oh my god. Stop. They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave. They're sick of this. They're sick of this. Hit him! Oh, I got him. Oh shit. Oh, I got him. I got him. That one didn't even give a shit. That one didn't even give a shit. Just fucking left. Come. It's back. It's back. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this flower. Look at that flower. Cool, right? Isn't that cool? Oh! Whoa! Okay, alright. Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying to take a photo. There's the exit. She did it. She beat it. Oh my. Thank you, Zay, for the resub. Let's get this photo squared away. And I'm gonna get some food in my oven. That's my plan. Let's get that photo evaluated. Alright. They're all 28s. It's pretty good. I wanna... Yeah, right there. That's a good ass photo right there. Not centered. Fascinating behavior. 51-51. It's just that simple. Banquet of Fire. Boog Collector. Fire Collector. Pop. Boog Collector. Fire Collector. By the way, now that we got Illumina, I got something to report. Alright, that's another set of areas done. So that one's kinda shorter in a way, but it's because you can't, you don't have access to the beach and you get access to the beach and the reef at a different time of day in post game. So it's 3 areas, but you only get access to one like set of it. But you get day night for the so you don't get night for the volcano. I mean, you get day night for the desert. That's right, it's just like the travelogue said. Every part of Lentil is home to its own Illumina Pokemon. Who the fuck is that? Look at that, he does have a Braviary. How could Captain Vince have found that out? He had a Rufflet, now he's got that. He only wrote about meeting 2 Illumina Pokemon, right? Yes, and yet he wrote that there were 4. The mysteries just keep piling up. Indeed, that's what makes it so intriguing. He meant 2, but he said there was 4. What does that mean? Well, you're gonna have to find out. Not now, because the stream's over, jackass. There you go. Alright, chat, so we've unlocked the next area. Back on the jungle island. We're gonna check that out. That ought to be pretty cool. Get excited for that. Or don't. Up to you. But, yeah, as you can see, this game is pretty big. This game is pretty damn big. Very entertaining. For me, anyway. So, yeah, next time I play, new location.